The silence in the Galactic Assembly stretched longer than it ever had before. 12-star empires had gathered, but only 11 banners hung in the vast chamber. The 12th, an empty frame blackened at its corners, belonged to the Varn Dominion, who had last been seen entering the Sol system 3 cycles ago. No signal, no wreckage, no beacon, only silence. High Chancellor Duroc adjusted his crested helm and looked across the table at the gathered envoys. "This makes the 5th fleet to vanish after heading toward the human homeworld," he said. 5 fleets. 50,000 warships gone, no one answered. The lights shimmered across the curved walls, showing the reflection of uneasy faces. No one liked speaking of the humans. They were the anomaly, the silent species. They refused to attend meetings, ignored offers of alliance, and declined invitations to join the council. For 2 centuries, they remained behind their blue and green world, speaking to no one, answering no signal. But every now and then, someone got curious or ambitious. "They went to Earth, none returned. Their planet is primitive," grumbled an officer from the Vec Coalition. "No wormhole gates, no known colony systems, no jump relays. They cannot defend themselves from a full fleet. There must be something else happening. Perhaps a black hole nearby or a hidden defense satellite field." Duroc tapped his metallic claw against the table. 5 fleets, Commander. Are you suggesting 5 armadas all failed by coincidence?" The officer fell silent. The delegate from the Alaris Compact leaned forward. Her eyes were silver, reflecting the dim light. "We have analyzed every approach vector. The Varn fleet entered Sol space 3 standard cycles ago. Their long-range transmission ended 30 minutes after arrival. Then static. Their flagship, the Eternal Verdict, was capable of planetary bombardment. Even if Earth had hidden weapons, they should have managed to report something. "Unless," Duroc said softly, "something silenced them all." The assembly chamber shuddered as whispers rippled through the air. The humans were old, older than most believed. Their signal transmissions, music, language, broadcasts, had once filled nearby space, carrying their voices to the stars. Then suddenly they stopped. The frequencies went dark. No message ever followed. No distress call, no warning. Just silence. At first, the Council thought they had destroyed themselves. It would not have been the first time a young species ended its own era, but when exploration probes tried to enter Earth's orbit, they were destroyed before reaching the atmosphere. Automated systems never transmitted the cause, so the galaxy waited. Then curiosity became greed. Earth's minerals, water, and resources tempted the neighboring powers. They sent scouts, then fleets, and one by one they vanished. Now a new expedition was forming. The Harrowing Star, a dreadnought from the Vec Coalition, was the latest to volunteer, or rather, to prove themselves. The Vec were proud warriors. They had conquered 8 systems and burned 3 rebellious moons. The idea that a single, isolated planet could frighten the galaxy angered them. Captain Torvin stood at the command bridge, gazing at the blue dot on the star chart. "Earth. Begin descent into Sol system," he ordered. "Activate shields and ready weapons." The crew obeyed without hesitation. Their engines roared like a storm through the void. Soon they passed Jupiter's orbit, then Mars, and finally saw the distant shimmer of Earth's blue curve. Magnify image. The planet filled the screen. Beautiful and calm, with streaks of white cloud curling over oceans and land. No orbital stations. No defense platforms. No visible ships. "Scans detect no energy signatures," reported the sensor officer. "No active defense grid. Planet seems primitive." "Primitive," Torvin repeated with satisfaction. "Prepare a drone sweep. Let us see what their surface looks like." 5 metallic drones detached and sped toward Earth. Their feeds came in one by one. Cities, forests, mountains, deserts. No signs of life. No movement. "No lights, abandoned," said the officer. "Perhaps the species left the planet." "Or perished," Torvin added. "Proceed to low orbit. We'll gather samples." As the ship descended, the sensors suddenly flickered. "Interference detected," said the officer. "Some kind of electromagnetic field. Origin? Unknown. It's spreading from the northern continent." The static grew louder through the communication systems until the bridge lights dimmed. Then for the first time, a voice came through the static. "Unidentified vessel," it said, calm and measured. "You have entered restricted human space. Withdraw immediately." Torvin froze. The language was Old Terran, but every syllable was sharp, perfect. "This is Captain Torvin of the Vec Coalition," he replied. "We come under the authority of the Galactic Council to investigate. Identify yourself. The voice did not answer for a long time. Then it returned. Request denied. Leave now, the channel cut, Torvin sneered. A recording, perhaps. Or some automated defense. He turned to his officers. Power weapons. Target major cities. Let us see what defenses this recording can summon. Energy cannons aligned. Locking onto coordinates, New York, Beijing, Moscow. Fire! The ship trembled as the cannons released blinding energy beams toward the surface. The bolts vanished halfway down, dissolving into nothing. Energy dispersal detected, shouted the weapons officer. Something is absorbing the blasts. Impossible, Torvin barked. Again, they fired a second time. Again, nothing reached the surface. Then the stars blinked. For a brief moment, the sensors went blind. The lights dimmed to red. Every system flickered. When the display cleared, something enormous filled the view. It was not a planet nor a ship. It was both, an object so massive it blotted the stars. The ship's systems screamed warnings. Mass reading. Impossible, the officer whispered. That's artificial. It's surrounding us. Torvin stared in disbelief. Around them, the void shimmered with metallic structures, dark, angular, silent. Hundreds of them. Each was the size of a dreadnought, and they moved in perfect coordination. The voice returned. You were warned. Then the void lit up. One by one, the Vec warships exploded. Their shields collapsed under invisible strikes, weapons evaporated, and engines tore apart. The harrowing star spun violently as shockwaves tore through its hull. What are they? Shouted Torvin. The communication officer trembled. They carry human markings. English letters, reading, UNSF, United Nations Stellar Fleet. Torvin's breath caught. That's impossible. Humanity never left their planet. Then where did they build all this? The officer whispered. Before Torvin could answer, the largest ship turned its broadside toward them. Its name was etched in white letters, Solar Resolve. It fired once. The harrowing star vanished into a silent bloom of light. The Council received the report only through a fragment of data, transmitted automatically before the fleet's destruction. The feed was damaged, full of static, but the last image was clear. The massive shadow of a human warship. No one spoke for days. Finally, the Alari's delegate stood. They are not primitive. They are not isolated. They are hiding. Durok nodded slowly. Hiding. And watching. The theory spread across the assembly. Humans had withdrawn from the stars not because they were weak, but because they had no need for the rest. They watched from the dark, unseen, waiting. Every probe or fleet sent to Earth had likely triggered an automated defense response. But such a defense, so precise, so vast, could only mean one thing. The humans had built something beyond comprehension. The Varn, the Yor, the Vec, all gone. Entire fleets erased as if they never existed. The galaxy grew quiet. No one approached Earth again. Decades passed. The story of the human defenses turned into legend. Some said Earth was surrounded by invisible fortresses. Others whispered of sentient AIs that guarded the Sol system. Then, one day a signal appeared. It was a simple broadcast. On every frequency in every known language, this is Earth. Do not attempt entry into Sol space. Violations will be neutralized. We have no interest in war, but we will not tolerate invasion. The message repeated once, then vanished. The galaxy trembled. It was the first direct transmission from Earth in over 200 years. For most species, that would have been a declaration of dominance. For the humans, it was a warning, and the galaxy obeyed. On Earth, deep beneath the surface, the command station of the United Nations Stellar Defense remained silent, except for the hum of reactors. Commander Elias walked along the observation deck, staring at the holographic map of the Sol system. Red markers indicated the debris of the latest fleet, metal fragments orbiting harmlessly near Mars. An officer approached. Another alien fleet destroyed, Commander. Elias nodded. Any survivors? None. Good. He stopped before a large screen showing Earth from orbit. It never changes. They keep coming. Always thinking we're weak. The officer hesitated. Sir, why not reveal ourselves? The galaxy still thinks we're hiding. Elias turned. We are hiding. Not because we fear them. Because they fear us. He looked toward the dark void beyond the solar system, where countless human warships waited in silence. Each was built from captured alien designs enhanced with human engineering. Each carried weapons powerful enough to crack a moon. 2 centuries ago, when the first alien probe entered Earth's orbit, humanity realized they were no longer alone. Instead of reaching out, they went dark. They dismantled their global networks, erased signals, and built their fleet in secret. Underground cities became shipyards. The moon became a fortress. Mars became a testing field. By the time the